with emergency. Girl.
I need approval of the minutes, June 23rd, 2026 council meeting.
I'll make the motion to approve the minutes.
Janet made the motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Jared, you're up.
Alleys, we've done a decent amount of them so far. Our total was around $2,400.
Yeah.
Those are way up on price, so it's going good. It'd be helpful if I had like a counter grading bed. So I'm working on getting one of those lined up tomorrow, so that we can go hit some of them, because it's hard to get under some of the utility lines where they leave a spot. So for the most part, that's pretty good. Jeff's still on vacation. He won't be back for another week and a half. Justin's been handling the plant. That's been helping out here and there. I think what else? Fourth went, aside of the weather, fourth went pretty smoothly. EMA let us borrow all their equipment, which was very handy and very thing. Anything else with that right now?
Did you hear anything back about your money on for the police for ICE?
It's the government is gonna,
Take time.
It's gonna take time, I'm guessing. So, it's been put in, it's just a matter of waiting to hear back now. So, I haven't heard anything else. I'm getting other stuff since we did that on grants on other things for the program that they're offering, so.
Nothing on water and wastewater other than what you said?
No, I got a meeting next Monday with, IDEM over the egg life stuff, to come up with a final solution for that. Good. So,
Did that work just by spraying the water on that stuff?
I went out there and did some this morning after Justin and then did it. It's keeping it down. The numbers are all good, so the plant's not a concern. I mean, we both talked to Jimmy McDonald from Alliance twice today, and he said, just keep doing that, and there's eventually it'll dilute itself out. We probably did get something in the system, somebody, can't say who, but that created that foaming issue. So, but it's not affecting numbers right now.
Lori, you got anything for the parks board?
I don't have anything for the park. I don't have any money. I can't.
Okay. How's that coming, Carrie? Can you tell?
We will be starting budget, so hopefully when we start budget stuff, we'll have a better answer at what you'll have for the next year's budget. That's our goal, so that you have
So
better numbers.
I can tell you my projects so that you can get a better money idea.
You can tell us what you're wanting to do, and if the money's available, then we'll be able to put it in budget. But we'll just have to see.
That's July.
We won't start budget till the end of July. She's gonna be here this week. The second time she comes in July, we'll start budget stuff. So, by end of July, it'd be nice to have it, if not early August.
We do have money there. Look over it. Anything we don't use, Terry got with me and said, if you have something you'd rather save that money for a project next year, there's a way to do that.
But yeah, depending on how much.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. And can I get my doctor back?
I don't think we're gonna put it in the same spot. We're gonna put it further up because it's too far back.
Yeah.
You gonna have Vince do that? Okay.
How many people would drove around it? 'Cause I noticed that.
Well, that's why I talked to Kim Ron, they didn't want it back, because they kept driving around, so I said, we would try to move it closer to the bathroom and do a little rope thing with stakes, like on a golf course, on that grass side, that you can easily pull up and all around, keep them off the grass.
But
That
it needs to be there.
Yeah.
Because kids just run out, they don't.
Needs to be before the restrooms. You probably need to look at selling the ones that we have, the park homes, and getting different type graded ones, like maybe a little wider, less shorter and aggressive.
Is it higher than normal?
No, it's just so narrow
Okay.
that once you hit it, it's like if you hit it, no, it'll break your axle. So, it slows people down.
It does.
Yeah. So, but yeah, we'll put that back in this week.
Okay. Steve's not here, Kenny's not here, and Ken Smith said that you were working on some things.
Steve's working with me on some grants.
Okay.
There's a couple different grants we're gonna have. One, we're looking for the town for the bathrooms, and then we didn't get the other one. And then, there's some police ones for the police department that we got.
The one we were trying to do the,
Community grant or, community care grant, we didn't get awarded the portion for the bathroom.
We did get awarded for the Lucas device, they awarded us $19,000.
okay, but we're not getting the bathroom upgrades or the ADA compliance in the building. Is that a fair way to describe that?
And that's, I talked to Ken, he's looking for others for us
Okay.
to find.
Did they say why we didn't get approved or just?
There's so much money to spread it out
Okay.
throughout multiple communities, so they didn't feel like it met the criteria to necessitate that money.
I was also told by one of their committee people to, when it comes back around, if we do not have the money to resubmit it.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that they won't do it, they just
Didn't have it this time.
didn't have it at this time.
Okay.
So, Carrie?
The APV register that I sent to you guys, need approval for that, unless there's any questions.
Do you have a motion for the APV registered July 7th, 2026?
I'll make that motion to approve.
Second,
I'll second that.
all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
I'll talk to Sandy for a minute. No.
Yeah, you have anything?
Our meeting is gonna be at the end of the month, and it's gonna be up by Morocco, that meadow,
Pharaohs?
no,
Oh,
what is it?
Meadow Springs?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's all.
so, and they're gonna do a program on AIM. So if anybody's interested in learning how to contact the, the other communities around, we can do that.
Okay.
So I've gone to a school on it before, and it's pretty interesting.
When is that?
That's on the 30th,
Of July?
yes.
Is that all you have then?
Yeah, 'cause, well, the meeting that we had this time was basically Head Start, which we don't have a Head Start
In White County?
program. Well,
In Wolcott?
in Wolcott. I mean, there's one in White County, but we don't have anybody to get back and forth.
Mike?
White County Economic Development meets next week. RWCDC meets quarterly now, and we were awarded a grant for the handicap door for the clinic. Like I think we got $11,000 for that. So
Wow.
I think that's how much it is. Yeah. So
I don't have a meeting until next month. Anything on 4th of July? Anybody know anything about it?
we have a meeting August 22nd, I believe. We probably should all.
August 20th.
What's that?
August 20th.
20th. Okay.
August 20th, yes.
So we probably all should go to that. I think
Any volunteer?
we're talking about the future of the festival.
Main Street had,
Yeah.
I ain't got anybody from Main Street, do I, other than Mike?
I'm
Where's that?
not on that one.
Meeting for the 4th or the 4th of July. Where's it at? Isn't it?
It's at the community building August 20th. Michelle, I talked to Michelle on Saturday, Michelle is giving it up. She's done it for 6 years. And she wants to leave before she gets burned out.
Good point.
And Emmy's done medical and,
Well, and the baby.
yeah, and everything, and she is giving it up. This is her last, from what she told me.
What time is the meeting?
6 o'clock, I believe.
I think there's several
Yeah. Is it not at 6 o'clock?
of them. Usually it is at 6.
Okay.
Main Street, would like to acknowledge, the Jordans for a bird feeder that they put in the flower garden. You have to come by and look at it. Pretty cool.
I started my career building birdhouses, so I guess this means I've come full circle.
There you go. Are you taking orders now?
Not for ones like that.
It's very cool. I loved it. I was surprised, yeah.
Is in the garden,
And then one of the roundabouts in the front to the right.
okay. Main Street also held a benefit dinner for our siren and raised, right around $1,500 for it.
Well, yeah, actually closer to 13 because of by the time you took off.
Well, they got another check on top of that, so it was
Oh, okay.
almost $1,500. So we're getting there. We keep plugging away.
Yeah, I love your sign.
Where does this go?
It's going to go probably, I think, out by the soap factory or the World Relief area is what we're looking at.
Yeah, what?
A pole. A pole. It comes with it. That's in that quote of. It's
Oh, that's
rough.
nice.
Yeah. So, anyway, that'll help cover the north end a little bit. And if we can get more money eventually, we'll do one in the south end.
Ours doesn't get out far enough to send it to you.
They say that they have a hard time out like at Dwyer's and Right Way, vet clinic of hearing it. A lot of people don't hear it in their homes. It's not meant for in the homes, it's basically meant for outside, but I know when I worked out at Dwyer's, it was iffy depending on which way the wind blew.
Exactly.
So. Sorority, anything? We've covered the alleys, the warning sign, the annex west of Wolcott, we haven't done anything about yet. And does anybody have any recommendations for the other two people for TIF district? For the board?
Not yet. Can we back up a couple points?
Sure.
On the town alleys, I know what we talked about at the last meeting, and we've gotten some done. Did we still get on the books to get the ones surveyed? Or are we giving up on I know it's 6 months, but if we don't get it scheduled, we won't get it done.
Well, ones we've done, I don't need to
Yeah.
survey anymore, but there's ones that got brought up when we're doing this. For example, from Winter all the way to 24 behind the old that complex. That was an alley. Technically, it's still showing an alley, but if you go look at it with all the poles that look like someone might have been drinking when they put the poles in, that they go across the alley. So I said, I have no problem doing these things. That one definitely, we wouldn't have a choice. We would have to survey that one just because it's.
Which I guess my question is, are we gonna get on the books to get some of them surveyed? Okay.
I have a state alley behind me, which we're talking about.
Yeah,
In that alley, there's a walnut tree. and
Yep,
two
it's right,
lily
right in the
poles.
middle of it, isn't it?
Right with my property line, that, and the 16-foot alley runs through there.
It never got shut down, correct, when the Hickman addition was built?
It's just an open alley.
Okay. Yeah, so, I mean, there's a lot of things built into the actual alleyway, so.
Which is, like I said, I'm just.
That's what I
we're
would
not-
not state,
Yeah,
so that if you're gonna go start tearing a tree out or something like that, you have to.
I guess my comment or question is, are we moving forward with these to get scheduled to have them
The goal is to have every alley reconstituted to its original.
But are we on the schedule with the surveyor to have him come and they do these three? Because at this point, it'll be on next year's budget, right?
Right, yeah.
So let's get on the books now instead of, that way they're staked out and next June, we can hit the ground running on those. Or we can have difficult conversations with the people that have trees in the middle of them or,
Make sure nobody puts one out.
which is fine, but some people think this stuff is theirs, they have no idea.
Yeah.
And that's another question on top of that, because I had a difficult, not a difficult conversation, I had a conversation with a person. Now that they're nice, clean alleys, whose responsibility is it to plow them?
Us.
Okay,
Yeah, I call it a secondary roadway.
okay,
It is not our primary focus. Our primary focus is the main roads, and then once we clear out the main roads, we will go look at the secondary. We've done the alleys, done the bank, routes. So the alleys are ours, gravel would be like almost like a third
yeah,
primary.
which is, I guess that's, I just wanna have that ammunition when it comes time, when that question gets asked.
Yeah, I got asked me on one citizen, I said, absolutely, we will be responsible for plowing.
Okay, and that's, as long as everybody's on the same page, that's all I wanted to make sure. Thank you.
Anything else, Chris?
Not of, annexation. Have we heard from,
So Rebecca would be able to help us with the annexation. She was hoping we'd have an answer on the fifth district, and then we can schedule a meeting with her and kind of go through it all. If we're not moving forward with the TIF district tonight, then I can go ahead and see if she could schedule something for us.
which TIF district?
We need to appoint 2 more people to the redevelopment commission.
Oh.
And then she wanted to schedule a meeting with us to further discuss what the next steps are for that. So, but we have to have 5 people. on
Okay, she
the-
wants to have the meeting.
To
Whether we get
discuss
the-
what the next steps are
Whether
for
we
that.
get 5 or not.
Did anybody else have any suggestions, recommendations? I didn't come up with anybody yet, but.
I talked to Mr. Colpin, he put it out there, and Frank Sussman is gonna be represent the school board.
Okay.
But yet that's gotta go back, that's gotta go in front of the school board first.
Yeah, I talked to Mr. Culp and they're gonna put it on the agenda.
But
The
this-
school board has to actually appoint him.
But that won't be until August, or do they meet in?
I think they still meet, but I guess I don't know. I think they still meet in the summer.
Yeah.
There would be,
Okay.
yeah,
Did you figure out if it has to be a local resident?
it does have to be.
We still need 2 people from Wolcott.
Okay. And I think that was another thing, we didn't know if they had to be a resident or
Right.
not, so it has to be a resident of Wolcott.
Yeah, so we can wait on that till the next meeting if you're still not sure. And I'll get a hold of her on to ask about the,
Bring someone.
because that annexation would be separate from what we're doing with the TIF district. It's 2 separate
Yeah.
things.
That's fine, I wanna keep moving on the annexation side of it, because we're running on a timeline for that.
Yeah.
And we
Jacob
wouldn't-
is
we wouldn't be
here.
able to-
He can tell you, he had talked to Judd also,
Okay.
and Judd said he was willing to move forward with it. But I knew you guys were kind of wanting to try to keep it with one person possibly if you could, so.
So I guess really think about seeing if we can't get a hold of 2 people
Okay.
for the next board meeting,
We were just talking about the end.
which is July 21st.
Because, I guess one thing I would have you guys just consider, because this has come up in conversations with the various attorneys I've talked to on the annexation, is why you want it. Because the town can incur legal fees, and you may at the end of it not get the legal benefit of what it is that, generally when you do an annexation, it's for purposes of either increasing your tax base, extending your utility usage, et cetera. And there can be some, to some extent, some control, like for BZA purposes and those sorts of things. But my conversation, and when this came up earlier, when we were looking at exercising extra jurisdictional authority to
Yes.
prevent things like data centers, battery storage, solar, whatever it may be. The way that the zoning is set up in White County, you would not be able to prohibit the building of a data center or something like that by annexing an area and then passing a town ordinance. That would not allow you to do that. It still has to go through area plan. And I think this was probably 4 months ago now, but I sent like a paragraph,
Yeah.
probably a page and a half.
But that was over extraterritorial jurisdiction, not
Right,
annexation.
but what I'm getting at is the town won't be able to out-legislate the county government via annexation.
Really?
Yeah. And so that's what I'm saying, like, we're gonna have another conversation later about water usage and those sorts of things, and those are all very viable. Well, I'll give you a perfect example of this, is Rensselaer did this to annex St. Joseph's College, because it's kind of a ghost town there. And so it extended, like, the police jurisdiction because technically before that was not city jurisdiction. It allowed them to cut off utility lineage, and it also helped address some of the ordinance violations for like unsafe buildings that were falling down. But the way that White County is set up is different than like Jasper County was, where you have a general 2 mile buffer zone that would allow you to exercise that jurisdiction. So I just bring it up because if the sole basis is, hey, we want to do the annexation because we want to try to cut out.
We wanna have control
Sure,
of who our neighbors are gonna be.
sure. I'm just saying, it's just something to consider. Because there are viable, like, my guess is this would be an involuntary annexation unless every property owner, because it happens one of two ways. Either you have property owners that come to the town and say, hey, we all agree to this and we want this annexation. Or it's involuntary where the town starts it and there's notice that go out and then people have so long, I think it's like 30 days to object, you have a hearing to hear objections to it, etc. But if you do that, I just want to make sure you're doing it for the right reasons. At the end of the day, I don't have a dog in the fight, and lots of times towns do this, but I just would hate for the town to spend a bunch of money in legal fees, and then at the end of it, not be able to do anything anyways. So, just food for thought.
Anything else, since you kind of walked in late?
Well, I mean, we have this stuff for the executive session.
Okay.
Jared and I had I thought, a pretty productive Zoom call regarding that issue, but we can address that in the executive session,
Okay,
so.
does anybody else have anything?
I would like to remind people of the meeting next week for the,
We'll let her know.
Oh, okay.
Is that a brand one? Is that what that?
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
and they're telling us that we can ask questions and we will get answers. So we'll see.
It's at 6 o'clock, correct?
6
6 to
o'clock.
7:30.
What's the date
Next month,
14.
next Tuesday.
next week?
I
One
just
more,
wanted to remind people of that.
I hope this doesn't come apart or come across selfish, but I noticed it because the kids and I ride our bikes, the trees along the highway, whose are those responsible? Is that us to trim those up or?
I have a question on whether the state's, Department of Transportation side of things. We've cleaned some in the past, I know there's a couple spots I've been told about, one on School Street, one down by the lake. I got told about 2 days ago that I said, yeah, we'll probably go down there. I think the trees are technically on the easement or on our side, so.
But it's one of those, we come up to that stop sign by Guardian Angel and we have to be almost out the highway to see to the north.
I'll put a call into Department, NDOT, and see, because you didn't just send a crew in, just go hit everything.
Yeah.
I'll call them up, because it might be easier to have them do a whole thing than.
Yeah. It's just something I noticed, I'm sure it happens further down too, but
Yeah,
it's
Yeah, I
just
got
those
one
lower
line.
branches like that, they're,
yeah, I've got point by school and Lake.
okay.
We should do school street every year. Like,
Yeah, we used to trim a couple of houses.
Yeah. And then, I was looking through the map for the prospective TIF here in town. Um, and I don't know if it makes a difference or not, but I've noticed that the little corner, that Farney's used to be the house, is not in the highlighted area. Is that gonna be, does that need to be updated?
So this will be updated, cause there's also where the RV park is supposedly going, we wanna add that.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
I noticed that little corner, like, oh, well, that's where that house is.
Yeah.
Well, that's not the house.
That is,
anymore.
I believe, the map she had,
From 2023.
yeah,
Oh.
from
They
twenty
started all
twenty-three,
this.
so it's gotta be
I
updated.
knew it was, that purchase was recent, so I just
Yeah.
didn't know if we were going to.
Yes.
Okay. That's the only questions I had.
Pam,
What's the rule for drivers for golf carts?
what's the what?
The rule for drivers for golf carts?
Jared,
have to be a licensed driver.
licensed driver?
I'll watch that.
Yeah, we've got a couple of them this year where we've, the whole parents, kind of,
I think that sometimes the parents think that as long as they're with whoever, it's okay.
I passed one the other day, there was a child driving it, and parents were riding.
Don't they get the rules when they do a permit? Or if they get a permit? Yeah. We should maybe write something up when they renew their
They
permit. This
don't, they
is-
just get the permit.
Yeah, I think we should try to work on
What's
something.
that town inspection requirement, Jared? Where
just on the initial golf cart application.
We should work on that. I think that'd be good to have.
No, Ritzler had
rules.
something like that where they had to do like an annual inspection. They had to have turn signals, they had to have a slow moving vehicle sign, all that.
Yeah,
That sort
he
of
just, he does that, but just on their initial.
Anytime you register one, and then when they come back, if the same one's being registered again, it's a renewal. We don't go inspect it.
Is there anything else? Meeting adjourned.
You're gonna call lawyers to start with regards to.
Congressman.